Good morning, students. Today we will start our business studies first unit, that is nature and significance of management. And in this chapter we will learn about the few aspects which are very important for us. And first of all, we will say that the management is a universal fact. We all have to manage many things in our day-to-day life. Suppose you are a student, then you are managing your studies. There are lots of subjects and different nature of tasks to be performed. Similarly, if anyone is in a profession, then he or she has to manage something. So it is a universal truth that everyone has to manage something, and the management can be defined as an art of getting work done through others. Means a manager must know how to complete a task, but it doesn't mean that he has to perform it. He has to get done by his subordinates. Therefore, it is an art of getting work done through others. So, we have to manage human beings. That's why management is also known as a behavioral science, because human beings are very different. Each and every employee is very different, and being a manager, you have to reconcile their differences while assigning any task to them. They may be different from their gender, like male or female employee, by their religion, by their caste. So there are various differences between employees, and there are various expectation of employees from us. So we have to treat them with equity, and while assigning any task, we must be impartial. Reward and punishment policy is also very effective in management. If someone proves himself complete the task timely with minimum cost, then he or she should be rewarded. And if anyone is not able to perform the task timely, he may be punished in different ways. Now the two new terms we have to understand. The first one is effectiveness. Effectiveness here means when a person complete his task with the given time. Suppose we have given 2 hours to complete a particular task to an employee and he completed it, then he is effective. And next term is efficient. Efficient means completing a task with minimum cost. So in our next chapters, wherever required, we will use both the term effective as well as efficient combinedly, because effectiveness means completing the task within the given time, and efficient means completing the task with efficiency, or we can say with minimum cost. Next is characteristics of management. So management is a very wide subject, and there are few characteristics. So we have written 6 points here, and in the board examination the maximum marks question is 6 mark question. So maximum point can be asked up to 6. So let's start with the first point. Management is goal oriented. Goal oriented here means that there is always some target or goal to be achieved before the management, and suppose it is a goal of increasing the sales by 20%. When we achieve this goal, then next target is ahead us and we have to continuously achieve these targets. So management is a goal oriented process. Next point is pervasive. Pervasive here means which is applicable everywhere in all types of organizations. Management is applicable to charitable institution, to financial institution, to all business houses, to all companies, or we can say that whatever forms we have learned in class 11th like sole proprietor, partnership, joint Hindu family business, cooperative society, company, one person company, public or private company, hospitals, schools, temples, everything come under the purview of management. So that's why management is pervasive. It is applicable to all type of organizations. Next point is multidimensional. Multidimensional is indicating the dimensions of management. So there are lots of dimensions, but we'll talk about only management of work, management of people, and management of operations. Management of work means the work which is assigned to workers. We have to manage that they are doing it properly or not. Management of people means human resource management, or we can say the planning for the employees, how they will be promoted, how they will be paid salaries, how they will be retired, what are the retirement plans. Everything is under the management of people. And management of operation is the task which is completely assigned by some third party to us, and that is have to be completed within a given time frame. That is a particular operation. So overall management has, according to this point, 3 dimensions, that is management of work, management of people, and management of operations. Next point is management is continuous. Continuous here means once we manage things, after that we have to again manage them. It doesn't implies that if anything is managed one time, it is managed for whole life. Management is continuous because if we take the example of a student, then he or she has to manage his class 10th. After that, he will be promoted to class 11th, then he will manage class 11th, then class 12th, then he will manage class 12th. So it is a lifelong cycle because we are getting the targets again and again. Once when one target is achieved, then next target arises. So this is the life cycle, and management is truly binded with our life. That's why management is also continuous. Next point is group activity. In all organization, management is a teamwork, and the word team has a specific full form, that is together everyone achieves more. So we have to manage a team of workers or employees. That's why it is a group activity. And last point is management is dynamic. Dynamic here means which is continuously changing. Our management is dependent on the business environment, and the business environment consists of political environment, social environment, legal environment, technological environment, economic environment, and any change in these five environment also impact our business. So our business is dependent on those things which are not fixed or not static, they are dynamic. That's why management is also dynamic. So I hope you understood the topic, and if you have any queries you can ask me in the classroom. Thank you, students.